Hey, good morning, family and friends. I wanted to take a few moments this morning to kind of connect with you and make a little video. I'm sorry I have to put those on. I can't quite see myself speaking. So many things are kind of floating in the field right now, and so many feelings and emotions that we have, and I'm receiving so much beauty from my family and my friends, and I'm receiving so much information, so many different reality streams. Some of them are so deeply resonant in my heart. Some of them are shaking the core of me. The the stuff that's going on right now. I mean, things that have always been there, but everything at this moment seems to be coming and surfacing. But I wanted to take a few moments to really get really super present and share just my perspective, while I hold, honor, respect, and allow your perspective. You know, we are moving through a global crisis, a global shift, a global upset, a global awakening, a global shift, all of those things and so much more, because for each and every one of us, our experience may be very unique, and yet we are sharing something that's very collective. There's a lot of theories going around, and I'm going to include conspiracy theories, and then I'm going to remove the word conspiracy, because I am of the belief that every reality that every person is experiencing right now is true. And that's the paradox of living in this incredible universe that we live in, is that everything is true. And we get to create the reality that we want to live in, and we also share a reality. And this is such a potent and juicy time, an important time to choose. A few weeks ago, I had an inner call to kind of look at as many theories and reality streams as I possibly could, hold in my human capacity. And I read lots of information, and I received lots of information, and I listened to lots of different perspectives, and I opened my heart to feel the empathy and deep compassion for my friends and family and those, my neighbors and community around me, and to really see and to sit into what people are experiencing. And what I came to is that every one of them is true. Every one of them is true. And that is a beautiful thing, that we can all have our own experience. And that I didn't feel a need to make anyone else's experience wrong so that I could validate what it is that I was feeling or what I knew. This kind of lockdown, shutdown, whatever you want to call it, I've heard it so many things. It's our pause, it's our breath, it's the earth, sending us to our room. It's our opportunity to clear, to integrate, to purge, to move. Whatever it is for you, it's true. It's happening. We're in the midst of it. There are many people that are transitioning or dying at this time. There are many births, new babies waiting to arrive at this time. The cycle of life is still happening. And this is not to make light of anyone that is has experienced or is currently suffering through the effects of this virus, or that has lost someone because of this virus. This is their truth. This is your truth. And I honor that and send lots of love and healing blessings to you at this time. But I'm asking for each one of us is to look behind what is presently being viewed, what is presently being shared, to remove a layer and go within and use this time of stillness. I mean, we've never had a time on this planet in my lifetime that has that the stillness is so palpable. The quietness, the ability for humans to actually come together and create a still point is pretty powerful. And we mustn't forget that we are powerful beings, and that we could possibly be awakening. Like, this is a shake-up, to wake up to something else that is unfolding. Many of you are already tuned into this. You're very clear on what's happening. Many of you are awakening. Many of us are still sitting in fear, and for our families, for our health, for our, our external living. Many of us are feeling upset and angry because we've lost a life that we felt was wonderful and that was thriving. Many of us are excited and elated that, oh my goodness, it's something new, out with the old and in with the new. There's so many different versions of reality that's streaming right now. And I invite you to choose. I invite you to go deep, go down the rabbit hole, do your studying, do your reading, turn over every book, get on the internet, get into some Zoom groups, listen deeply, feel, and then go within and feel what is resonant and true for you. Because the choice that we have right now is so important, not just for you yourself, but for your family members, for our community, for the earth. For many years now, I've been receiving a very particular vision, and I think many of you have. And when I first saw it, it really took me aback. And it was about 10 years ago when I was living in Belize. And I had this vision, and it was a waking vision. I was awake during the time period, just sitting by the sea, having a little medi and contemplation. And I saw our Earth, our present planet. But I saw it in a way that was sad. And it wasn't blue and beautiful. It was gray and dark. And it was burning. And it was falling apart. And it was in pain. And it was not at its height of beauty. And what I saw birthing out of it, excuse me, was a new planet. Earth, the same planet, but vibrant and amazing and blue and crystalline, shiny, this incredible aura of light emanating out of it. And it really stopped me in my tracks. And I couldn't figure out what this was. And this vision followed me everywhere I went for the next decade. And now I see it daily. Just it just keeps coming. And it's actually progressed in its birthing. So where I saw just a little small sliver of this new earth coming, now it's a full earth, and the bottom is just still connected to the old earth, that old kind of consciousness that we no longer need. It's like the butterfly coming out of the chrysalis. You know, it's like the baby, all these new beautiful babies that are right at this moment waiting to be born, or that are being born. It's like us when we, move through a really terrible physical, emotional, mental, psychological experience, and then we come out of the other side of it. We're born anew. And what I am seeing and the information that is downloading, not just to me, but to thousands and millions of people. And please, if this resonates with you, feed it back to me, because at the end of this video, I'm asking for a call. I'm calling you. We are multidimensional beings. It means that there isn't just one of us. There's many of us that encompass the one. And we have multiple realities that we're streaming just from within ourselves, possibilities, potentials. And I know this concept may seem very kind of way out there, woo-woo, esoteric, too metaphysical for most of you and a lot of you, and that's okay. And if it doesn't feel comfortable to you, then this message isn't for you, and that's okay, because there is a message for you, and I'm sure that you will find that message and align with it, and you will be fine. But if it does resonate with you, if even just a little bit, hang in there, because you are more than what you could possibly ever imagine. I am more than what I could possibly ever imagine. And I've got an imagination. I mean, girl. We are birthing a new aspect of who we are. We are remembering. We are waking up. That little time capsule that is inside of all of us is breaking open. For many of us, it has been broken open for a really long time. And we are starting to remember why we came, who we are, what we're doing here, what's happening on this earth. Why are we here? How are we here? And we're starting to remember how beautiful we are. We're starting to remember how beautiful the person next to me is. We're starting to understand that every belief system is true. We're starting to remember that I don't need to make you wrong for me to be right, and I don't need to be right for you to be wrong. That every one of us is valid, that every one of us is deserving, that every one of us, I'm getting beautiful photos from my friends in Bali, thank you, that every one of us is creating this new world, this new earth. Now, everyone knows about the law of attraction, and everybody has heard it and has some version of it and is practicing it or not practicing it, whatever. That there's an understanding that we are creating our reality, that what you feel, what you say, what you do outpictures into the world. And I look at our earth as sort of like this incredible blue screen. I personally am feeling that we are the earth, that there is no separation between everything on this planet and who we are. Because when we do lose this physical form, we actually just go back into the earth. We become food for, the vegetables, and we become food for the animal kingdom and for the elements. And it's the cycle that continually repeats itself. We get to be a part of this beautiful consciousness. And that's a real gift that we chose. But that we get to also choose what it is that we're creating. So is it a possibility? And I'm terming it this way because I want you to be able to feel into this for what's true for you. I don't want to tell you what's true because I don't know what your truth is. That's for you to decide. I'm only sharing what my truth is in my perspective. Is it a possibility that if we can live in a state of positivity and high frequency and high vibration and happiness, that everything around us seems to unfold in the most beautiful ways? The miracles happen, the blessings happen, wonderful things come to us. And then when the challenging things do show up, because they do show up for us, each and every one of us, we're able to move through them with ease and grace. Is it a possibility that we also create the limitation, the pain, the ugly, the things that are negative, that are hostile, things that hurt us, things that make us sick, things that break down humanity, break down our communication, things that make us separate ourselves from each other, or to point at someone and say, you're wrong, you're bad, you're evil. Is it a possibility that we could also project those things into our world and they manifest in different factions and sections and organizations and groups of people and just experiences that come back to us? Is it a possibility that we are maybe unconsciously and maybe sometimes consciously creating the very things that we push away and that we push away as separate from us? What if we create everything? What if I take responsibility for every piece of shite that is happening on this planet, that in some way that I'm giving power to that? And if I honestly look at that, it feels, I want to run and stick my head under the bed, and say, no, it's not possible. But if it's possible that I am co-creating all of the crap on my planet, just as much as I'm creating the most amazing things on my planet, then I want to take responsibility for that. I want to say, wow, that over there is my fear manifesting. That over there is my scarcity manifesting. That over there is my limitation manifesting. That over there is my separation manifesting. That over there is my judgment and my hate and my inability to accept my brother, my sister, is manifesting. That over there is my fear that there is not enough manifesting. And that's energy. And I'm choosing at this moment to honor those aspects of myself, those aspects that for whatever reason why I created those things, that my eyes are wide open now. And I'm sorry. And I no longer want to be complicit in those things. And that I'm also realizing, wow, what an amazing, powerful being I am. If I can create that crap, I surely can create something much better. So I'm going to take back all of that energy from those creations. I'm going to integrate all of that, those possibilities of myself, those different multi-dimensional aspects of myself, those parallel lifetimes reality universes that I'm creating of myself, those parallel lives that I'm creating, that I'm giving credence and energy to. I'm going to ask all of those to come back home here in my heart. And I'm going to transmute that energy. I'm going to bring that back to me, and I'm going to use that toward my new earth. Because I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm annoyed, I'm bored, I'm irritated. I'm pretty just off with that aspect of myself that is lending energy to those realities that do not serve me, they do not serve you, they do not serve any other human on this planet. And I'm taking responsibility for that fractal piece, that there is nothing outside of me doing anything evil or bad to me. I am co-creating that on some crazy unconscious level. No, thank you. Here I am, holding the fractal of a powerful being that I am, and I'm calling it back. I'm integrating it back into me. All those shadow pieces, all those dark pieces, all those pieces that can be ugly and vile and hurtful and mean, all those pieces that feel like I am a victim, all the things that I have done unconsciously, thought unconsciously, I'm calling all of that energy back because I need it now so that I can give it to this energy of creating this new earth that I am inviting you, my brothers, my sisters, to be a part of. Choose what theory you want to be a part of. Choose what story you want to be your truth. If we are indeed experiencing something collective to kind of shake us up, shake and wake, then embrace it. Let's embrace it together. Let's stand back and look at all the stories. Look at all the newsline. Is it misinformation, disinformation? I don't know. To somebody, it's their truth. Does it resonate with me? If it resonates with me, okay, well, get up and do something about it. Make it better. We're not victims anymore. If it doesn't resonate with you, then bless it and let it be. And bring in what does resonate with you so that you can bring that energy back home, so you can move it into your internal being, so that you can wake up, shake up those aspects of you that are asleep, that got cobwebs on them, that are just lethargic, so that you can take the apathy and move it to the side, so that you can transform, emerge, because I need you. You are an aspect of me. You are another me. I am taking you with me. We are going together. We are already there. Bless those that are still living in fear and the need to control. Bless those that feel like they have the right to tell you what you can and cannot do. Bless those that feel like they need to conspire to do something to control so that they can feel safe, so that they can use the itty bitty little power. Bless them, for they know not what they do, because they have not remembered that they can use their power in ways that takes nothing away from them or you or me. Bless them. Send love and energy to them so that they can wake up and create the new earth that they really desire to live on. And they don't need to do that with manipulation, with fear, with violence, with, creating things that make other humans suffer. Why would you want someone else to suffer? It doesn't feel good when I suffer. Many of my friends are asking, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know what you need to do. But what I'm doing is I'm going within. Because if I believe that I'm creating my reality, that I'm co-creating with many of you, with all of you, and that it starts from what I'm thinking, and then it manifests into form, then I need to get right in here. I need to get right in here. I need to make sure there's some coherence going on. There's some integration going on here. So that what comes out of here, what I'm emanating out of here, is what it is I actually want to experience, what I actually want to create. I need to get right here before I can do anything out there. I need to be in my stillness, in this presence, so that I am super aware of what's happening in my world. So I'm really clear on what it is that I want to shift, what I want to recreate. And I can't do that in fear. I can't do that from a space of feeling like I'm a victim or someone's going to do something to me, or that I'm in such survival mode that I can't respond. We're not talking about reaction. Reaction comes from a space of our physical senses feeling threatened, and everything gets shut down, and we become hyper-vigilant. I'm talking about response, where we slow down and we breathe. And we become super present to what is happening right now within. And from there, you will know what it is you need to be, feel, think, imagine, dream, vision. You will know because it's already within you. And we will start connecting. We will start hearing each other. We will start seeing with the eye behind the eye. As the Rev says, and you know who the Rev is. We start feeling with the heart behind the heart. We start listening with the ear behind the ear. We start speaking from the heart versus a scared, separated mind. I want to create a new earth for you. I'm already there. I want to have conversations about this new earth. I want to hear your visions about this new earth. I want to hear your new ideas about this new earth. I want to feel with you into this new earth. I want to know how you want to live. I want to know what causes you to be self-sustainable now. I want to hear about your wildest dreams. I want to feel into them. I want to hold the frequency of this newness for those that cannot hold it, for those that are in a deeper level of survival, because we can do that for each other as well. I want you to choose what reality you want to be a part of or what reality you want to create, because now is the juicy time. I'm waiting for you. Talk to me. Let's connect. Let's co-create something beautiful. Thank you. I love you. Be well. Ease and grace. Remember to breathe.